So what do you call yourself? Welcome to the LaTangela Show. Hey.
Hey, what can I do for you this fine day?
This is your destiny.
Hot, hot, hot. Right now.
Welcome to the LaTangela Show. Come on in and enjoy yourself.
Right now.
We gon' party like no one else. Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
My mic sounds. You were supposed to finish that. What happened? My mic sounds
good.
Nice.
Good,
Can you hear me
good.
now? What up? It's your girl LaTangela, and welcome back to another episode of the LaTangela Show podcast. Now today in the hot seat on the tan line, Phat Baby, I got questions that need answers, and I hope you came prepared.
Oh, I'm ready. I stay ready.
You know, we have so many talented artists that get out here and give us their all. They show us who they are. They tell us who they are. And then they lead the path by being who they are. And today for the Mic Rocker Spotlight being brought to you by Tantune. I want you to log on, check it out, tantune.com, where we gift the art itself and even allow those who are students to be able to be a part of the game with real hands-on training. And we're getting it done because that's what it's all about. Now, tell me a little bit about yourself. You are from where?
I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
225.
Sherwood.
Stand up.
Yeah, 2150. The cut. Yeah, right where Webby from. Shout out to him.
Absolutely. Now, you know, when you start talking about being from Baton Rouge and you see all of the trailblazers that's known around the world and they have been some of the heavy hitters in the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to just start it off. Who has been some of the most influential artists to help shape Phat Baby and who he is on the MIC?
Talking about from the city?
Hey, I'm not going to limit you. I just want to know.
Man,
Ooh,
look.
pressure.
Kevin Gates for sure.
Gates.
I'm naming the ones from the city.
Okay, we're going to start there.
Kevin Gates, Boosie,
Mm-hmm.
Webby for sure.
Uh-huh.
Lil Phat, rest in peace to him.
Yeah, rest in peace, Phat.
Fox, one of them, Big Head.
Uh-huh.
The whole trio roster really like, and Kevin Gates, like I grew up listening to like all that. Then you know we got the club level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've been influenced by that too. Like when it comes to trying to make club music, got him. They got Sam Down Bad. Like you know, like them pioneers in the club scene. You feel me? So like all of them. That's who I grew up listening to.
I'm loving it. And you know, you can't go wrong with any of those that you just named. And I'll put them on the headline ticket with anybody from anywhere and still bank on my city.
Most definitely.
Now, when you get up here with this mic, I mean, you name some heavy hitters. Is it the lyrics? Is it the delivery? Is it the beat? Like, what is it that drives you as an artist?
The beat is important. Like, your song ain't nothing without that beat. So the beat, first of all, like, that's where it all come from. Then it's about your delivery, your lyrics, you know. Everything, all that play a part.
Okay.
All that play a part. So, like, I listen to everything, the quality of the music. Like, some people, like, put music out and, like, it don't be mixed and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it be something good.
But it's a banger.
Yeah, it's a banger, you know what I'm saying? So, like, really, all that play a part, though.
You know, sometimes when you hear songs and as an artist, you listen differently. It's not just like the naked ear of somebody who may hear it, like it, rock out to it in the club. If it's rattling, it's rattling. But as an artist and as somebody who studies the art, you know what it is that you're looking for. Right? And I can't just leave it at in the city because I think I let you all too easy with that. I mean, you named some obvious. Yeah, of course. You named all of the obvious because that's the city and our whole city represents. So when you have to dig a little deeper.
Okay.
And if I had to give you a top 5, because we started off with top 5 just across the board.
Yeah.
Then you come in here negotiating, trying to make it top 8. That's cheap. So now I'm going to have to narrow it down. Phat Baby, instead of the top 5, I'm going to say top 3.
Top 3?
I'm bringing it down. Yeah, because you asked for 3 more. I'm going to bring it down to 3. 3 going to be your lucky number.
That's crazy. All right, look, check it out. Me.
A bet on him.
Me. I
As you should.
I try to see where I can improve it in areas.
Yeah.
So like me for sure, 50 Cent.
Okay.
And Biggie.
Okay. And I'm not mad at that. You know, I even like the evolution of 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying?
50 had a big influence on me as a kid. Like, he was like one of the first artists like I seen in my generation. Video games. He put his click on.
Yeah.
Like, they came with albums, like group albums, solo albums, the clothing line.
Right.
Like
water.
Like he was on some entrepreneur, like early in his career. The movies, like he was doing everything. He was like a Master P.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Master P was a big influence too. Like
absolutely.
Big influence. Like I grew up listening to him too. My daddy and all of them like had me coming up listening to that. But can I add one more person?
All right, then you get a bonus.
Project Pat.
Really? Now hold on a second. Now I can see it, but you're gonna have to make me understand it.
Man, Project Pat was different. Like his delivery, like he had his own little lingo. Like early in the game, like he like just stretching his words and just making it funny. Like it was like he was creative.
He was.
I loved his creativity. Like he was different. He stood out. Like out of all them dudes out that group, he stood out. Like for real. Scissor. Sip.
But okay, so when we start talking about creativity and how people will put their own flair on it and they're known for something and they're setting the trend for it, right? The level of creativity that we have as artists, we paint these vivid pictures because we create these monumental moments because music is just like the soundtrack of life. We remember where we were, how this song fit our life, or if you're walking down the street real slow, what the fellas be yelling? You got a song for everything in life. You can start a sentence and finish it with a song.
Most definitely.
So how do you find that level of creativity when you're dropping? I mean, because you've dropped like 8 projects within the year.
8 of them.
You got a lot to say.
I got a lot to say.
How do you make it creative and instead of it sounding like the same?
Man, I don't know. Like I say, like all the artists I listened to, like it was always a habit to master their style. Like if I listen to like Drake, for instance, if I listen to like Drake got me tuned in, I'm listening to him for probably about a month straight, just tapped in. I end up finding myself making music that'll sound like something he'll get on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like to be industry ready. So like I master a lot of people's styles and all that shape me into, to who I am. You know what I'm saying? So.
And that's big too. Cause Phat Baby, we live in this generation now to where people don't really have to practice their artistry. You're not seeing people drop 8 projects. You're not hearing people say they got 100 songs. You're not hearing people saying, oh, I'm writing and I'm listening to how I can be creative or this person inspired me. Cause if they get a hashtag and a retweet, it's instantly hot. Whether it sticks around or not, it's just instantly hot in the moment. But when you're searching for a sense of self and longevity in the game, how is it that you say, okay, I'm going to be different. I'm going to master my craft. I'm going to work on myself, be industry ready. So no matter, even if I prepare and say I want Drake on there as a feature, I'm still going to up him one because he's going to have to go back to the drawing board on this.
Real talk.
Oh, he can't just get on there to get on there. He going to have to work.
Yeah, he gotta do his thing for sure, man. I'm going to bring my A game every time. Like, that's like one of my, that's on my to-do list.
Yeah.
To work with big artists. Like, it's coming. Like, I'm speaking into existence.
You better. Power of the tongue.
It's coming and I'm ready. Like, they better be ready though. Cause like, once I get my foot all the way in that door where I'm trying to get to, like, this game is over. And a lot of people know that. You know what I'm saying? We in PR, it's crabs in the
Man, you were preaching to the choir on that. And let's just talk about it for a second, right? We live in a city that once we escape, we show them how it's supposed to be done. Like, if we get out of that crab in the barrel mentality and stop trying to cut off somebody else's shine as if that's going to take the sun out of our sky, because when we work together, we show the world what we do. Not just our block. It's bigger than the block that we don't own. We rep it and we want to rep it to the best of our ability, but we don't own it. Yeah. The world is ours and we're going to bloom wherever our feet are planted. Yeah. So what do I gain by not saying, I got these microphones, I got these listeners, I got these viewers, but I'm not going to talk to Phat Baby because nobody need to hear what he got to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that about?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not like that.
And it's not about saying it's a part of the game. It's about who you are. You don't understand that because you're not built like that. I'm showing up to do my broadcast or a giveaway, and I see you there just chilling and giving stuff. I was like, hey, Phat Baby, they doing a concert? No, this is just a part of my second annual giveaway. Why is it so important that you keep that momentum going, not just on the microphone about saying who else you want to feature and highlight on your songs, but about giving back to your community to help us get out of this crab in the barrel mentality?
I was less fortunate, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I ain't have it all growing up. My mom, she did her best.
Right.
You know, my dad, he did his best. Rest in peace to him. He died last year.
Yeah, sorry for your loss.
It was just like, I'm just showing gratitude because, like, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm not where I used to be.
That part.
Like, I ain't rich. I ain't in a, you know what I'm saying? I ain't, you know what I'm saying? But all that don't matter. Like, everything come from the heart. It's genuine, sincere. Like, I just wake up and I want to do something like that. Like I always say, like, if I'm able to do it, I'm gonna do it.
Right.
You know, so I just go for it, and I really like hope. I be like, when I did the giveaways last year, like I reached out. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people, like, you know, let's team up and do it. But, you know, everybody be on their own type of time, so, and I ain't gonna say I'm impatient, but I don't like waiting on nobody.
I feel you.
I just went ahead and did everything I had to do by myself, you know what I'm saying? And I got it done.
Right.
I made sure them kids were straight to the best of my ability. And
you did an excellent job, and I'm proud of you. That made my heart smile. You know, to see that people out here paving the way for themselves, they're working hard, and life isn't easy. We're all just one bad decision away, and sometimes good people get caught up in not such good situations, right? But it doesn't mean that you have a bad heart or that you're not trying, or that if I get the opportunity to do right by somebody, for somebody, or with somebody, that I'm going to turn a blind eye and a deaf ear to that. You know, we're going to tap on this for a little bit, or we got to keep filters on. What we doing? We can tap in?
Hey, let's do it.
I bet. So we had a little time with a staycation.
What's that?
If I say feds too loud, because, you know, I'm going to be fresh as hell if the feds watching. We had a little staycation. We had some time on our hands. Yeah. You know how it is when you get that time on your hands. I don't want to ask too many questions and get too many answers. Because, you know, I ain't going to lie to you, but I'll lie for you. You hear me?
Yeah, most definitely.
So when we get to that situation and we have, how long were we looking at?
40 months.
40 months, man, you have to translate that to days. Now, so if we do it to hours, because look, I visit prisons and I'm like, oh man, I gotta leave my phone in the car. I gotta listen to them from the time I walk in to the time I walk out. The seconds start ticking, so I can't fathom the thought of 40 months. Sir, they got 12 months in a year. So we already a year gone. You know how many days in a year? 365, 366 if it's elite. So while we're facing 40 months, how did we get there?
How we got there?
Yeah.
Like what
I mean, that's a simple, straightforward question, Phat Baby. I mean,
I was in the streets, man. And,
just standing there? Or?
Nah, I was hustling.
Okay. And I'm asking these questions because you got people who are sitting here and they don't take into account that 40 months is a long time. And 40 months is something that nobody want to deal with. 40 months being in the streets, 40 months was still grace. Because it could easily be 40 years.
Right.
Do you hear what I'm saying?
Right.
So somebody who's listening right now that looks up to Phat Baby and say, you know what, I'm listening to his lyrics, but I need the truth. I need some transparency. I don't want 40 days, let alone 40 months. And God knows I don't ever want to be in a position to have to be faced with 40 years. Like being in the streets, not just standing there, but being there doing some activities that would lead us to this point. What would you have given yourself as advice if I had known then what I know now?
Not to associate myself with people. Like, I be by myself. You see,
you ain't here by yourself today. I was like,
by myself, go to my shows with myself, rap by myself. Like, everything, I be solo. You know, like the company you keep can either be for better or for worse for you.
Yeah.
You know, so like, just stay out the way, positive, and like, I'm gonna tell you like this. When I was locked up, like I was in the feds, right?
Right.
they teach you structure in the, like they teach you structure. It's politicking. Like you ain't, like East Baton Rouge jail. Like they just wilding out. They just fighting, stabbing, and hogging the phones and stuff. Like it ain't none of that. Like it's grown men and like don't get me wrong, they got people stealing and stuff like that. But jail is what you make it. Like me, I read books, I wrote music, I worked out. I made a couple homeboys up in LA I met some real people from like out of state.
Right.
Like
different walks of life.
Yeah, still talk to them to this day. Like they all we all said when we come home, like we gonna do what we said we gonna do, like we gonna get it.
Right. And going back is not the option.
And that's what we all doing. We getting it. What I'm doing right now is what I spoken into existence.
Right.
Everything I'm doing, like I said earlier, I'm gonna come home and do. Like I used to go to sleep and dream about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just talking to myself. I'd be talking to myself, like preaching to myself. Yeah. And like everything that I said is manifesting. Like it's happening.
As it should.
As it should.
As it should. You work towards those goals, and whenever opportunity meets your purpose and your passion, that's going to be your drive, and that's going to be the keys that you need, and you can't grow weary in that. Even if you got to do it by yourself, if you got to do it in the point to where you think people aren't listening, it's just, I'm a big believer that if God gives you the vision, he'll make the provision. We can't get to the part to where we start stressing because we're trying to figure out what's already been worked out for us, but we got to walk it out. We can't just sit still. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to put in that work.
It's something I tell people too. This is one of my quotes that I made up. What? Is don't keep up, keep going.
I like it.
And see what made me say that? One day I was walking a child, and there was this old white man. Like he was probably 80 years old or something. Mm-hmm. And he walked like this, but he ain't going nowhere though. Like he walked fast, his feet moving fast, but he like walking slow really. Yeah. If you get what I'm saying. And like I just walked by him one day, like everybody passing him up, but his feet kicking. And I said, don't keep up, keep going.
Yeah. You're getting somewhere.
Yeah, you're getting somewhere.
You're getting somewhere. Right? Perspective, man. Mm-hmm. With all of these albums that you dropped, you got 8 projects that you dropped. Stepchild 1.5, Profit Off My Pain, Public Enemy, Tears to Diamonds. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then you have Shoot First, Die Never. And then we're going to go with Love While I'm Gone and Stepchild 2.0. If you had to pick one of these as a chapter that was the most influential in your life at that time, all of them were real because, all of them were inked by you. You felt what you were going through. But out of all of these, if you had to pick one project that you said, this was my masterpiece, or this was the best of me, even in that moment.
Stepchild 1.5.
What? Yeah. Explain. I got to know.
Stepchild. I mean, that's is that? No, see, my hit song, the Mess With song is on Profit Off My Pain. But Stepchild 1.5, I don't know. It was like after once the song got hot, I was in the headspace like, oh yeah, I'm him right now, so I gotta go hard. Yeah. So I recorded all the songs myself. Really, all my projects I recorded at home.
I love it.
So the beats matter. My headspace at the time, it was positive. I'm doing shows. I had did my biggest show that I had was at the River Center. I was just about to ask you that. How did it feel to get up there in front of your city at that Raising Cane's River Center and rock it? It felt good. Then knowing I ain't have to be one of the ones that had to, cause people don't get no opportunities like that. Mm-hmm. I'm on a roster with Moneybag Yo. How about it? G Herbo. How about it? Fredo Bang. How about it? TC. Yep. Who else? Dang. I don't know. I know I was Ride 49 was there. He was. Ride 49. And it felt good. I wasn't nervous. I was ready. And I ain't have to pay to perform. Like, they wanted me there. Yeah, because you deserve to be there. You worked to be there. I worked for it, and it felt good. You know what I'm saying? Right. Me and my partner, shout out to Proper Play, man. What's up? Shout out to Proper Play. Absolutely. He was like one of the key factors to to this movement. Like he helped me like build it up with the song, with the dance. Like that dance, that's what built the momentum up.
That's what it is, man. Momentum. What you say? Don't keep up, keep going.
Keep going.
Are you signed?
Nope. I'm
okay.
not signed.
So we out here independent with it, and still in motion with it. I love it. So let me see. I gotta come up with something hard right now, right?
It's expensive too, y'all.
Ooh, hey, them nickels and dimes start adding up.
This is something I hate about it. Like, as far as like people like for features and bookings, like I hate when people call you and waste your time. That's like one of my biggest pet peeves. I hate that. They'll call you, try to hold a 30-minute conversation with you.
To say we're gonna do a fish fry. And I'm gonna see what I can do at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Fist over hand, shake with something in it, long gas.
You
Respect the art.
Spin it, you don't need to be in it. You feel me? Like, you just got, like, a lot of people just in the way.
And we need to understand that this is a business.
This is a business.
This is a business, and people take their craft seriously.
I take mine seriously.
And if it's up to me to say, listen, let me think about a discount, or let me think about the opportunity. Let me say, oh yeah, you know, it's gonna be great for exposure. But what is it gonna say to my energy or Demco?
Right.
You know? So let me weigh those options. But when people are looking at booking you, you're excited to still be at those bookings.
Yeah, most definitely. That's part of everything I got going on.
That's right.
Like, people like don't understand. Like, I got every right to charge for my services. I work for it.
Yeah.
Like, my streams.
Let's talk about it.
I'm over 2 million in streams.
Congratulations.
And
let's get it streaming right now. Hold on, because we're on Apple Music. Phat Baby, if they need to find you, don't run that up.
Phat Baby.
Run that up, Phat Baby with PH.
PHATBABY. You can it's on Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube. If you know what I'm saying, just want to listen to it for free. Like everything, I'm everywhere, all platforms.
There, ain't gonna give you some more. You want some more? It's on the way, because he constantly writing. Man, in here, he been in that phone writing since he showed up. I was like, there you go. There you go. Definitely. You got some pieces around your neck. I love it. They're beautiful. Tell me a little bit about it.
This is my grandma.
Beautiful.
She died, dialysis machine. She stopped going. These my 2 partners.
Yeah, I love it.
King John and Lona. Lona, he got killed while I was incarcerated. Yeah. And my partner Joe, that's my bro too. He got killed by it was just stupid. I don't even know why I said that, but he got killed too, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was just, you know, we was in the streets, you know? Like it's casualty of war. That's how it is. You feel me? Like,
yeah. And it's very unfortunate, but you know, and I see that you got the reminders as of your why, your hearts, and those who are instrumental in your life. You know, we always just have to put things in perspective. They're gone, but they're still with us. Still with us, still telling us to keep going. Don't worry about keeping up. Just keep going.
Man, they was my hype mans for sure. Like, I swear, like, like my shows, when I go to shows, like, I kind of be like really going solo. Like, I be by myself, like no groups, none of that. But for sure, if they was here,
you already know what time it is.
They be active, like they hype me up. They, you know what I'm saying? They turn me up every time. They put me in that mode. Like, I swear.
I'm with it. You know, as an artist, a published artist, you know, you're also an author when it comes down to these lyrics. You know, so if you, and this is going to be a tough one for you, so I'm going to give you 30 seconds or less to come up with a good answer. Right. As we close out with the Mike Rocker Spotlight with none other than Phat Baby. If you had to ink this chapter, this phase of life, if you had to title it, what would it be?
What would it be?
What would it be? 25 seconds left. Oh, blessed.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm gonna say blessed, cause I just recently, like last year, I'm gonna get personal with y'all. Last year, I had violated. I had failed some drug tests.
Come on, man.
And it was cause my pops, I had seen him in a coma. Like that was hard for me, so I had took it upon myself to go take some stuff. You know
self-medicate, numb pain.
Yeah, to numb my pain. And I ended up checking into rehab October. And it was for a month. So after I got out, like 2 days before I got out, my dad had died.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he died, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't know until I got out, like, ain't nobody tell me nothing until I, you know, I guess they didn't want me to have that on my mental while I was in there.
Right.
But I got out of that, when I got my CDL, like I'm a jack of all trades. Like, I like having, I be trying to have plans, you feel me? Options.
Entrepreneur.
So, I got my CDL, and I gotta go to court now for this violation. Now this was over my shoulders, you know what I'm saying, for a whole year. Like, I'm scared. I'm like, dang, I done built all this up. Man, I just hope that one stupid decision don't mess nothing up for me. And last week I went to my final revocation hearing and I beat it.
Man.
I beat it. Like,
felt like a ton of bricks lifted or what?
Like, and it was cause all the positive stuff I've been doing though. Like, I've been doing good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was a blessing.
It was. Listen, if you can't title it nothing else, Phat Baby blessed would be the perfection.
Oh, definitely.
And you know, it is a work in progress, and every day it's going to be a decision that nobody can make for you but you, right? Mm-hmm. And I want you to think of this as an extension of your office. You know, you're stuck with me now with family. So I'm a button away. If I don't have the answers, we'll find somebody that got the answers. But we talk it out over here. That's what we do. And I appreciate you so much for being on the mic rocker for the spotlight. Hey!
Yeah, okay.
Now, how can we hit you up on the Insta? Because, you know, we're trying to see what you're doing.
My Instagram is PHATBABY_2150. Phat Baby 2150.
Absolutely. Now listen, I know you got more work to do, so I'm gonna let you chase the sun or let the sun chase you. But either way, get after it. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it.
Yes, ma'am.